Here we are at the final and the ending of this quick tutorial. The beat's already mixed. I'm just gonna go over it, so bear with me if I go too fast. Alright guys, this is for the main melody. I use a soft clipper, crow's beat to half speed, EQ, cut the lows out, delay 2, and reverb 2. You notice I cut some of the lows out, raise some of the highs, and lowered a little bit of the highs there. I raised some of the mids, sorry. My crash, take note of it. Clipper, EQ, and reverb. I'm gonna keep this tutorial with stock plugins. I know that not everybody has third-party plugins, so I want to keep it stock plugins. 1 and 2, I usually use a lot of stock plugins. As we go, here's the open hat, EQ, a delay, and some reverb. No spacious. It sounds lovely in the mix. This is my second hi-hat. You notice how it sounds very echoey and delay. You know, back to the reverb. You know, I use the EQ to cut some of the lows out and raise it. This is the main hi-hat there. I use a multi-pan compressor, parametric EQ2, cut the lows out, and then a soft clipper just so it's not too high. Sounds lovely. Now let's move on to the snare. I don't do much for my snare, just a soft clipper and an EQ2. I usually cut the lows out. That's it. Now keep in mind, this is the way I do things. Everyone has their own preference on how to do things. Yeah, it's the kick right here, punchy. No effects, not with effects. Yep, soft clipper and EQ2, cut some of the highs out, and wave shaper. Normally I use Sausage Fastener, but not everybody has that, so I wanted to use a stock plugin. This is a great substitute for that, as well as Fruity Blood Overdrive. Now on the 808s, this is what I use: EQ2, Fruity Fast Distort. I love Fruity Fast Distort. One of my babies. One of my go-to plugins is like a baby of mine. I love it. Not Sausage Fastener. Camel Crusher works very well. However, not everybody has that. So I wanted to use this to keep it stock. I've been using this one for years. Now the perks, I don't do much for it. Just a little bit of reverb and EQ, and cut some of the highs and lows. Let me jump back to the 808s. That's without the effects. And that's with it. You can see how it sounds fuller and has a little more warmth to it. So let me show you guys the drums all together. Let me mute this melody. See how that sounds nice? Nothing's overbearing, everything's just lovely. Now with the melody. Yeah. You see how everything blends very nice and really well. Don't forget to pan things left to right, right to left. Go into the piano roll, mess with the velocity. You know, everyone has their own preference how to do things. Now let me play a little bit from the beat, from when the verse starts. Yes, sir. Boom. The 808 sounds beautiful, beautiful. Now, keep in mind I didn't go intricate like I mentioned before in the last tutorial about the beat layout. I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on it. You guys see how that sounds? It sounds very crisp, very clean, very nice. Now, if you choose to mix in another DAW, that's fine. It's your preference. This is just what I like to do on FL. I love using FL for everything. I even like to record vocals on FL. A lot of times just pre-rough draft before I hit the actual studio. However, I digress. Let me get back to the tutorial. I'm gonna beat right out for a second. You guys notice how it's not too overbearing. The 808s is nice. The perks come in. The snare is right there. The hats are usually back and forth, various places, and it gives a little echo as well as reverb to it to make it sound more fuller and nice. This is just the way I like to do things, guys. Everyone has their own preference. Now it's gonna tie it back to the hook. Boom. Now you can see in the master channel how a little bit of it is like overbearing. But what I like to use in the master channel is just, I'm sure you saw it already. Soft clipper. Number 1, just so it kind of like levels everything out. Secondly, now they say that when you put stuff on the master channel, it's mastering. It is, technically speaking. However, this is just what I like to do. And you can still see some of the peaks on the master channel, but just to keep it basic, this is what I like to use. I normally like to use 2 other plugins underneath that. However, I'm not gonna get that secret up. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Alrighty, guys, and this is all the time we have for today. I hope this helped out. I hope you guys learned some new tips and tricks. Stay with us, guys. There will be more tutorials coming. And for those of you guys that watch this full series, thank you. I really appreciate it. Keep coming for more.